Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna go ahead and try to set up my October budget spread. You guys, I've been ignoring my budget planner. No surprise there. If you guys have seen my budget burnout video, I'll link it up in the cards above and you will know why I'm experiencing this. Now, I did think for the month of October I was over it because I did start my new budget fresh and new. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up in the card above. However, since I did my budget planning on my A5 plum paper, I kind of ignored this one. This is the 7x9 Erin Condren one. This is where I show you guys everything that's going on. However, since I started my budget planning on the A5 and I mix everything in their business, personal, affiliate, YouTube, all that, I had not been updating this one. As you guys can see, it is bare. There's nothing in here that has been set up for a budget planner. Now, I was going to go ahead and set it up today with you guys. However, I accidentally printed the wrong calendar. I printed the 21-22 version. So when I started laying it down, I realized this was the wrong one. So I can't set up my calendar just yet, at least not with the washi, but this is what it would have been going with. So yeah, this one is completely the wrong size, so I won't be able to set that up, but I will be able to just put down the bills that I do have. So this might be a chatty long video, so make sure you grab a drink, you grab a snack, who knows, grab your planners if you've been like delaying like me, and let's just set all of this down. So I have my health benefits due on the 5th. Been pulled out, been happening because today is like the 11th. Honestly, I'm that far behind. I have my phone bill due on the 13th. Okay, since I wanted to get my life together, but the gardeners decided to show up, that's not going to be possible. So I'm just going to do this real quick offline, and then hopefully by then they'll be gone. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, now the gardeners are still here, but they're a little far away, so you hopefully you can't hear it as much. But what I ended up doing, you guys, is that I ended up grabbing washi and just like putting it above the dates of the month. Can you tell? It's a sloppy mess, but I did it. You know, when you're in a pinch, you're in a pinch, so that's what I did. So I put like the leaves washi on top here, and then like the small mix washi down here, so like I can make a makeshift kind of calendar situation if you guys were ever interested. I mean, it'll block off the entire month, but yeah. If you want to like do that, you can. But anyway, I ended up using the date dots, even though like the incorrect size was there. And then I ended up putting some of the bill due stickers on there, and then I ended up using Carla May's cash stuffing stickers on here to signify when I want to do my cash stuffing, since I am getting paid weekly. However, I'm not cash stuffing every 2 weeks. I'm not doing it weekly. I'm doing it every 2 weeks. So this just signifies when it's going to happen. And then I just mark my paydays with my payday doodles from my shop. So if you're interested, you can find that all in my website. And then I'll have Carla's website down below as well. But that's how the calendar looks. And the gardeners are back, you guys. Oh my god. It's not a good filming day. I thought it was a holiday, so I thought everyone's off. But no, apparently not. But anyway, this is how it'll look. And then I want to go ahead and move on to like my savings and my sinking funds and all that good stuff and weekly check-in, so I can set it up for you guys as well. I have to go ahead and put the key on here to mark that I'll be tracking my expenses. So we have the green one for groceries, the lilac one for spending, the brownish cafe kind of color for miscellaneous, budgeted items and gasoline, and then the red for unbudgeted items. So this is how the calendar spread will look completely set up. And now what I want to go ahead and do is move on to the next page, is where I set up my savings tracker and my sinking funds tracker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. For that, I'm going to use some polka washi right over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in just a tad bit, just like that, and lay this down. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up my sinking funds first, since this is the one that I don't tend to use a lot or almost at all, but this month I will because of the car registration. But it's not like where I need a bunch of space for transactions. This one is just for you know, just marking how much I have in these accounts. My sinking funds are part cash envelope system and then part online banking. For instance, the one that I'm currently working with is the Christmas fund, and that one is all online banking. I just transfer my account to my credit union where I keep all my separate buckets of sinking funds. My credit union lets me do that, so that's why I have it there. But then, like, for, let's say, for my car registration or for like my AAA membership and stuff, that I do keep cash, just because I have it here in my hand, and sometimes I don't feel like depositing cash into my credit union since it is a drive, so I try to not dwell on that too much. Anywho, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is write down my sinking funds. So like the first one is going to be cart maintenance. We have my medical one, car registration. We have Christmas, which is the most active one at the moment. And then my AAA membership. I know a lot of people have asked me about like why is it not included in my car insurance, because it would be a ridiculous amount of an add-on. While this is like 80 bucks for the entire year, like I think I have like 12 or 20 miles of free tow, my insurance would be a lot higher, and I would have to like file a claim or something like that, and let's just keep that as it is. But anyway, that is what I have at the moment for sinking funds. And then since I rarely touch this in my planner, like this section, I don't actually need a transaction log for it, but I do want to put one for my savings fund, just because I feel like that one will have more activity than this one. But anywho, for the starting balances for my cart maintenance, it is $365. I've used it up twice, I believe. I think once for an oil change and one for a flat tire. My medical fund currently has $220.74. I think the cents are there because I swiped my card to pay for medication, and I think it was like some cents there, so that's why the cents are there. Otherwise it would be just pure cash, but since this isn't like in a debit card form, I do swipe and the change just goes with it. My car registration does have $260 in it. My car registration is $241, so I will have some money left over, which I'm pretty happy about. And then for Christmas, my fund is literally starting at $400, and then my AAA membership is at $84. Currently only Christmas is the one that I'm funding, so I should be more than well enough good by Black Friday or like when Christmas time comes. Now I want to go ahead and put a, what do you call it, a savings tracker. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and write down the savings that I have. Now, I do have transfer date, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and ignore that and just put the accounts that I have. So I do have a personal account. And this is what I like to keep in my bank account just in case of emergencies. Like, let's say like maybe I need to transfer out part of my emergency fund, but it might take a day to get to have that transfer out. So I have at least a good buffer right there to have, and that balance always stays at $500. I don't touch it. That is always in my bank account, and I have it there. Let's say I have an budget and expend and I need to use my savings, then I'll move that forward, but then I'll refund it back every time I get paid out, so that always stays there. Next, I do have my emergency fund, and this is the emergency fund that you guys saw me fulfill. I was going to do a 6-month emergency fund, however, it was not making me happy to continue after the 3-month mark, so I just left my emergency fund at a 3-month savings, and that balance with the kind of interest that it accumulates because it's in a high yield savings account is at $7,630.58. Now that's just because sometimes I earn interest on it. I have extra cash that I want to throw in it. It was like where I wanted to save for it past the 6-month mark, and then I stopped, and then I used it up because of school, and then I didn't. and then I didn't replenish it. So that is what I left it as is. However, I'm really excited because now that I have just decided to step away, I have decided to start a different savings fund, and that is a house fund. So that makes me super happy. I thought about this on a whim. I was going through your comments, you guys, and a lot of you guys were saying that, hey, you know, maybe you should separate your accounts. Maybe just stop throwing so much in your emergency fund. If you feel like you're okay, then you're okay. And then just put your savings towards something else, but still continue to save. So that is exactly what I've done. I've opened a house fund because it is a goal. I do want to own a home. It's just not really realistic right now. Let me zoom you guys out a bit. It's just not realistic right now, especially here in LA. Like, a lot of the homes go for like $700,000, $1 million. You know, it's just not realistic. But anywho, I went ahead and opened up, I don't know if you'll be able to see, a Marcus account. This is where I keep my emergency savings, which is my Betterment. But here I keep, that's where I opened my house fund. And literally, since I just started, I think I started this past weekend, I literally just did an initial deposit of $50. And that is my savings for now. So it makes me super happy to know that I have that available and that it's different goals from everything else. Now I do have, you know, my taxes, my shop savings and all that, but since that is not something I share with you guys, I'm just gonna put this down here. I'm like that you guys have like some type of understanding of where all my finances come and go from. Now, since I do have all of these savings accounts, I do want to go ahead and make sure that, you know, I'm tracking when and where my savings are going towards to. Because even though I have these goals, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm keeping track of the activity. And since I'm not throwing so much out of it, and I know there's not like so much happening within my savings, because I am trying to prioritize, you know, keeping my shop, you know, stocked, and then, you know, being able to like survive off of it, since I'm still like learning how to be self-employed and stuff. I'm not really focusing much on savings. However, I do try to go ahead and throw cash at it. So that is how I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have a little like section at least to mark that I have savings priorities here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Just like that. And then I'm going to use some small washi to close it at the bottom. So in case I do any transactions, I'll at least have it here. And then I'm just going to do the lines real quick. So like that, I know, you know, everything's organized and shit. What is wrong with you? You're fucking acting crazy. So here I'll mark the date and then which account is going to, how much I'm putting in or out, and then the end balances. So like that, I should have put the end balances here, but it's fine. I don't know why I did that, but it's okay. That's how this page is going to look. So this is going to be like what I use as to track my sinking funds, my savings, and each transaction that I do with it. So now that I'm over here, you guys, this is a page that I do not use, I do not like, and it's I know I've gotten requests to do dashboards for it, but I'm so sorry. I wouldn't know how to go about a dashboard page. I've seen how some other shops do it, but it just, their layouts don't make me happy enough to like make my own creative layout. And since I don't use this and it doesn't inspire me, I literally just rip it out. I'm so sorry, but this page is like so useless to me. So I just take it out of my planner. And then I just have pure blank pages. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out a bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and set up my weekly check-in. Now, my weekly check-in is for tracking my cash envelope expenses. Now, if you guys been following me for a minute, you guys know that I don't actually have physical cash envelopes. I have digital ones, and I use Betterment to store my cash envelopes along with where I keep my emergency fund at. It's just been working out. It's just a debit slash checking account where I only have money that is categorized for these allowances. So that is exactly how I stay in track. One, I was realizing that cash wasn't really being helpful with me, especially since I would do some online shopping, or I kept not going to the bank to deposit what I was spending, that I would transfer out of my personal savings to, you know, combat the difference in the bank account. So what I just did is I just decided to just move everything digitally, and it's been amazing, you guys. I've never had issues, and it solves those online purchase scenarios like instantly. So I need one for groceries, gasoline, spending, and I'm budgeted. And then I'll set this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how the weekly check-in will look like. Once I start filling out my calendar, you guys will be able to like see how this will coordinate with my monthly layout right here. But this is how it'll look. These are the functional pages that I use every single month to keep track of everything, keep track of my spending, keep track of my sinking funds, and then keep track of like the personal savings and goals that I have. So I'm really excited how this has ended up looking like. I hope you guys enjoyed this. In my next video, you guys will see my paycheck setup, since I have been kind of lagging on it. But if you guys haven't seen my October setup, I'll link it up above in the cards above. But yeah, everything that you see on here, I'll link it down below. I will also link the planner down below. This is an Erin Condren 7x9 planner. However, I think you will only be able to get it for the 2022 version. You can no longer get the 2021 version, since literally there's only like 2 more months left in it. So yeah, but everything else that you see on here, I will go ahead and link it down below. Most of the stickers are from my shop, erikalifevlogs.com. These doodles are from my shop. The only thing that's not from my shop is this key card. This key card is from Design City, what is it? Queen City Designs Co. It's under her key task card. The paper clip coil clip is from Erin Condren, and then these cash stuffing stickers are from Carla May. I'll link her down below as well. But this is how some of the functional sheets look like on here. And then on my next video, I'll just copy paste the A5 budget that you saw on here, and then I would go ahead and set up my paycheck 1 budget. And then once I start getting paid again this week, which is going to be actually tomorrow, if we look over here, payday will be on the 12th, then I will go ahead and budget paycheck 2 back here, and then so on and so forth. So paycheck 3, and then maybe paycheck 4 back here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any other questions, any comments, concerns, curiosities. Leave them down below, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.